So we're back with some more Jesse. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Even leave a comment. With that said, let's get into it.
And Phil, so you want Pat Robertson to deal with white supremacists and racism, right?
Yeah.
And what do you want him to do?
I want him to speak up against it.
And where is white supremacism or racism? Where does that exist?
It exists in definitely all over this country, every institution in America that has white control and domination. And it's about white power. It's not about equality.
And where's the proof of that?
You just look at the different things in society that they control. Like no non-white people in this society don't control the 9 areas of activity. They don't control like Dr.
They don't
Neely
control
Fuller.
what?
They don't control the 9 areas of activity spoken by Dr. Neely Fuller, like Vincent Black, just people outside
What
of
are
white.
the 9 areas of activity?
Okay, they don't control economics, but black people don't control that. They don't control entertainment. They don't control politics whatsoever. They don't control war. They don't control labor.
So let me ask, prior to the civil rights movement,
Okay.
black people made their own money, they bought their own land, they did their own thing, they were financially wealthy, but they decided somehow or another to give it up and become reliable on the government to take care of them. And then they decided not to think for themselves, but to allow the so-called civil rights leaders to think for them. And they decided to make truckloads of babies out of wedlock, so the black man left at home. If black people didn't have 77% of black babies were not born out of wedlock by black women who were born in this country, if the black man stopped acting like women and complaining about what the white man is doing and become men, get married, raise their children, provide, would the economic situation change for black people?
You asked about 12 different questions, and you that's a so loaded of a question. You have to break
So
that back
loaded?
down. I say it's a loaded question.
How's that loaded?
You touch so many topics that each one of your responses deserve a particular answer.
If black
so
people,
let's go back to what you were
let's
saying
do
prior.
number one. Let's do number one. If black men stop sitting around complaining about
No,
the
let's
white
go back
man,
to what you said at first about black people.
no, I'm gonna work
in
my
the
way
past.
down to that. If black men stop acting like little wimpy black women and complaining about what the white man has or don't have or do for them or won't do, and become men, if they got married and fathers and mothers become decent people and raise their children, would the economic situation change?
No.
It would not change.
Even if people do exactly what you're saying, I'm just people know me. I'm just going along with you right now because nobody cares who have what or whatever. Everybody just want equality. Everybody I know want jobs. They don't want I don't even promote the government assistance. Black people don't need government assistance at all. They need jobs. They need businesses.
But why don't you people create your own job?
Who's you people?
No, I don't know what he's talking about. Equality and jobs. I had worked with retail. I have a lot of many black workers coming there, and there was some of the laziest men I ever met. And they have kids. Kids. These are grown men. They were just lazy. When I asked the guy, so what we were doing for the past year and a half? Oh, well, I was on welfare. The dude was lazy. And this is not one or two of them. I'm talking about at least 6, 7 product, man, of your environment. This is what people are not raising their kids to be dependent. Okay, remember, he's a man now that he has kids, and that lazy. I'm talking about he was like what? I think he was like 28 years old, 29, and lazy. I had to let him go. At the time, I was a manager. Well, you guys probably don't know by now. I retired from my job, but he was lazy. Only 28 years old. So I don't know what he's talking about. Equality. Equality is there. You have to want to work hard to earn it. And businesses, look what the black community is doing right now to their own businesses. Smashing, grabbing, looting, destroying. People don't want to put their businesses in there. If they do, they're not going to make a profit. They're going to take a loss. And that's the sad truth.
Black men, instead of
you
begging,
black man?
if you believe that the white
Hold on,
man,
Jesse, are you black man?
yeah, but I'm not a
Okay,
part
can you
of.
say you? What do you mean you're not a part of
I'm
it?
not a part of that black helpless victimhood thinking. I'm an
Me either.
independent man. I don't identify with any of that mess.
But you're still a
But-
black man, right?
But let me ask. Why is it that black men, like all other races of men, why don't you stop begging the white man to give you a job and all that, instead build your own job?
I promote that. I promote doing for
No, you're
yourself.
not. You're blaming the white man don't give you work.
What did you
You're
say?
saying the white man won't give you a job.
I
They
said
said that,
promote
yes, yes.
jobs. I didn't say give me a job. I believe in doing for yourself. I believe in creating your own businesses.
Why
That's
do you
what I
need the
promote.
white man to promote jobs? Why don't you promote them? What's different about the white man than you?
Oh, let's see. He stole everything he has. He got 246
What has he
years.
stolen from you?
A free labor from black people.
What has
black
he
people
stolen
built
from
this
black
country.
people today?
Oh, he stole our culture. He stole our language. He stole our heritage. He stole our labor. He murdered and slaughtered our children, our babies, our women, our men. Do we need to continue? Stole inventions that we couldn't patent because
What's
they
your
created
language?
a patent office.
What's your language that they stole?
The different African dialects they stole. We didn't come here speaking English.
But white people speak English. They don't speak African dialect.
So,
They hate that
when we
mess.
came off the ships, we didn't speak English, so you stole our language.
What do you mean they stole it?
They wouldn't allow you to speak it, and they'll beat the hell out of you or kill you.
So you
stole
came off the ship speaking black stuff?
it. What is black stuff? It's African language.
Yeah, you came off the ship speaking that.
My ancestors did.
What's preventing you from speaking it now? All you do, go learn it and speak it. No one cares.
What's preventing me from speaking it now? Because number one, we lived in a colonized society. We speak a colonized language, and so
How
unfortunately,
come-
we have to teach our children English.
You know, why is it that black men such as yourself don't feel embarrassed publicly complaining about white men and how they're holding you back? And you got all these excuses. Normal men don't have excuses.
That's all they could bring up. The past, my ancestors, my ancestors. What's holding you? What's stopping you now? You now, not my ancestors. They live, fought, and died for what you have right now. So what is stopping you right now in 2023 from opportunities? Well, these rappers get all this money. I'm talking about black rappers. What do they do with their money? Do they reinvest it in the community? Do they open up businesses in the community? No, they move out. They go live by big mansions in the white neighborhood. Nice cars, clothes, jewelry. They already forgot. So how you want the white man to intervene and promote jobs? How? When your own people don't even do it. This is what Jesse was talking about with Black Wall Street. Black people that moved as a movement, they moved together. They were all on the same level of thinking. Now, no. We are too divided, too separated. It's too much ignorance right now. That could never work right now. Maybe sometime in the future. Right now, that is not going to happen. Black Wall Street, they had something. We know how that. We know the story of that. But what is stopping us now? When we're supposed to be stronger than ever, but we are more divided than ever. So it won't work. That's what Jesse was telling. Tell him. All I'm hearing right now, I don't know if you guys hearing it, all I'm hearing is excuses. I am not hearing any facts or any logic. I'm just hearing excuses after excuses. It's sad. At this point, it's just sad and pathetic.
That's funny, normal men. I would love to hear your explanation of normal men. But the thing is this.
Men who are not
I
like
know
women.
we should be embarrassed about, Jesse, is calling Donald Trump the great white hope. What you should be embarrassed about
Why
is
should I be embarrassed by that?
asking a black man, do you love white people only and no other group of people? I can understand if the question would have been, hey, you love, everybody throughout the world. You love all, mankind. I don't understand the question, but you always home on that. White people, white people, white people. Do you believe racism exists?
No, it doesn't exist. It's a made-up lie.
Really?
It has never existed. And you hear this coming from a guy I grew up in Alabama. I grew up under the Jim Crow laws. And during those days, black men and women were not whimping and whining and begging because they were truly children of God for the most part. And they knew that it was good and evil, and that there were good white people and bad white people, good black people and bad black people. And the Jim Crow law was a government law created by the Democrats. It wasn't all white people. It's only lately that black men been acting like women, complaining about the white man.
Well, why did...
It's everything Jesse said is so true. He's wondered why Jesse keep bringing up the white man and pandering and putting the white man on some type of pedestal, the white people. The same reason why You're bringing up the white man. He don't see what Jesse is doing. He's complaining about Jesse bringing up the white man, put on the pedestal. But you won't say, you know what? And it's a whole argument. You won't tell Jesse, forget the white man. You're right. We should be doing something like black people. Forget the white man. But you're not doing that. So you would not let it go. Let it go. So you're proving Jesse's right. We don't even know you're proving Jesse right. And then you ask them about racism. Hey, it's mind-blowing how Jesse plays with their mind without even know that he's actually helping him make his point without even knowing that they're helping him make his point. It's crazy.
You tell that liberal white woman that got in your face that she was a racist. Why did you say that?
You're not asking about questions. You're a racist.
I just said
you are a racist. You're a racist. Good question. That was at the Second Amendment rally, and those people are against the Second Amendment. And they use the liberals, the children of the lie, meaning the liberal media, the Democrats, the right-o Republican, others. They use racism to manipulate, control, and put fear in white people. So I turned it on her.
But I thought racism don't exist. So how could you turn it if it don't exist?
Because I would give her own medicine.
So you believe? So
you don't know
at that moment, you make everyone believe that racism exists. Because you should have been the first one to say racism don't exist. Can you preach it every day?
No, I did it the way it should have been done. I switched it on the liars.
So you use racism when you need to, but
you don't understand
on your
that?
audience. No, your audience, you pander and say racism don't exist. But you tell a white woman who is treating you like a black man at that point in time, treating you like a black man.
What does that mean? Treating me like a black man?
Because she was talking to you any kind of way. The white people, they were letting them get away with all kind of stuff. When you came around, they were treating you different. And that's
I don't
why
care
you
about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's why you say she's a
black
racist.
People treat me worse than any white person on this side of heaven. But most black people are angry. They're nasty. They have no sense of self-respect or moral respect. They are whiners and whimpers, and
So how do they treat you bad?
That's why
I want to know how they treat you bad.
They call me names and they attack.
They call me names too.
And they threaten and they
threaten.
Just have no class.
I've gotten threats from black people, white people, everybody.
Let me do this. You're married, right?
Okay, we're not going to go there.
No, you are married.
Yes, but
it's not about your family. It's about you. You're married.
Yes.
Are you the head of your wife?
I am the leader of my household.
Are you the head of your wife?
I'm the leader of my household.
I'm not asking about the household. Your wife is not the household. Are you the head of your wife? You say you believe in God.
Yes, I do. Jesse, we're not going to go there again. Every time I come on here, you say that. I say, I lead my household. My wife, we discuss things, and she follows the leadership. If I'm about to do something that's maybe screwed up, she said, hey, I think that's kind of screwed up.
What would happen if
Jesse, let me answer your question. If I'm about to do something screwed up, she tell me. A lot of times, she's right when I'm about to screw something up, because I'm not perfect. Some things she's better at than me, but she follows the leadership and guidance of what we want to follow in my household.
So you're not the head of your wife?
Jesse, if you say leadership, what is the leader?
I didn't ask about leadership.
Jesse, my God. Okay, Donald Trump, he's the leader of America, so what that makes him?
The Great White Hope. I want to hold you over for a few minutes and take some calls. Do you mind?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. There's no such thing, and never has been, racism, sexism, homophobia-ism, Islamophobia-ism. No isms. It's either right or wrong, good or evil. Our battle is a spiritual battle. It has nothing to do with physical. Phil, do you believe that there's such a thing as homophobia-ism?
No.
Do you agree with homosexuality?
I don't agree with it, no.
Is it wrong?
Scripturally, yes.
There you have it, guys. I'm a firm believer in that too. I don't believe in that type of stuff. Hey, whatever you want to do with your own life and your free time, I don't care. I don't mind. Just don't force your beliefs onto me, because I don't go around forcing my beliefs onto other people. And I leave that as that. So you didn't see what Jesse was trying to tell. I have never been more disrespected and more insulted by any other race than my own. A lot of my black friends, the same thing. Even when we were in predominantly white areas, they paid us no mind, but the black people was paying us mind. Sure, that shouldn't be the other way around. So he don't see what actually Jesse told him. Jesse was trying to give her a dose of her own medicine. He didn't totally catch it on to that. Yes, these days and time, Racism is being pushed to another level, another heights that I have never seen it. And people just go around just making excuses. It's excuses after excuses after excuses. You see it with him when just asking about the black community, the jobs and stuff like that. And all you hear is the excuses. Like when we going to stop? You're making money. Who is stopping you from opening businesses in the community that you grew up in? What is stopping you? Because you know how bad it is. What you are walking around preaching all this nonsense? Just admit it. Nope. Blame somebody else. You run around rapping. You representing your gang. You representing the culture. You representing the violence. Acting like it's something cool to be proud of. It's not. But then when something happens, you want to blame the white man. Like I just don't get it. And we gotta start taking accountability and do what we gotta do for ourselves. Stop worrying about who's doing what. And like when Jesse told like a normal man, like me, or like you. If you're the type of person that has a family, you go out every day, you go to work, you have 1, 2, maybe 3 jobs, but you're going out there, you're working hard, doing what you gotta do to provide for your family without excuses of the white man. That's what Jesse was trying to tell him, but he couldn't get that. Guys like me, that stuff doesn't even click in my mind. And that's just story. People that stay home and twiddle their fingers, or they want to go out, rob, and steal what you work hard for. Those are the ones Jesse's talking about, and there's a lot of them right now. In the days and time, there's a lot. When there's so many different ways you can make money on the internet, you still want to go out here and rob, steal, and maybe take someone's life for material things we're talking about? Sorry, he didn't really make no points. He didn't really hit no point. But I agree with the part when he said at the end about the homophobic part. None of us are. Just live your life. It comes on to right or wrong. We don't believe in it. I strongly don't believe in it. But I have no problem with people. There's good people, there's bad people. That's what I just said. There's good people, there's bad people, there's evil people. That's the world for you. That's it, man. Hey, I'll hear you guys take in the comments, man. Until then, I'll catch you guys next video. Peace out. You guys have a blessed day.